Okay, so for number 12, we want to put a number in the blank that will make the equation true. And when doing these, again, you might want to think about this in algebra terms, but remember, we've talked about fact families. So remember when we had 7 minus 5 equals 2, and we can also write that as 7 minus 2 equals 5. You want to kind of think in terms of this so that when they have something missing in the blank, they know that they can just change the order and that will give us the answer. Okay, move that one over and that will give us our answer. So that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be taking the answer and subtracting it, kind of like what we did with our fact families, and that will give us our solution. So for part A, we are in base 5. We have 4, 4, 2, and we're going to subtract 134. Okay, so base 5. 2, take away 4. I need to borrow. So this is going to become a 3. We're going to carry over 5 because we're in base 5. 5 plus 2 is 7. 7 now minus 4 is a 3. 3 minus 3 gives us 0. And 4 minus 1 gives us 3. So 303 base 5 is what we need to put in our first blank. Okay, so part B, now we are in base 2. So we have 1,100 base 2, and we're going to subtract 1010. This is base 2. We get a 1 here. So in this column, 0, we can't take away 1, so we have to borrow. We would carry over a 2 this time because we're in base 2. So 2 minus 1 gives us 1. This is 0 left, so 0 minus 0 and 0. So we just end up with 11 in base 2, subtracting these two numbers. Okay. Part C, we are in base 12 and we have T, E, E. Okay, so they have told us that T represents, there's 10 units here, E for 11. Okay, so they just used the letter that the number starts with. This is a 1-digit number, but since we're counting up to 12 before we round up, we have to have some other symbol for a 2-digit number that we would normally write. So we have TEE, and we're going to take away 2. Okay, and this is base 12. Okay, so when we borrow, we carry over 12. We're going to take 11, take away 2. That's going to leave us with 9. And then this is still E. We don't mess with this column. This is still T. So we get TE9 for this one. And then D, we're also in base 2. And so we're going to do 1,000 in base 2, and we're going to add something to get was it 10,000, 100,000? So this plus something equals 100,000. Okay, so same thing, we can still use our fact families with subtraction. This plus this and this plus this. We can't, it's harder to figure out when you're trying to add, but we can still use that fact family when we subtract them and get that one. So same concept here. So we're going to take the 100,000 and base 2, we're going to subtract 1,000. So zeros, 0, 0. We have nothing here, so we need to borrow nothing. So we're going to borrow. Now this is base 2, so I'm going to borrow. This becomes a 2. Borrow. This is 1 now, and this becomes a 2. So 2 minus 1 is 1. Bring down my 1. So we end up with 11,000 in base 2.